Welcome back, everybody, to Minor League Esports presented by APM Music. It's time for even more Jets and Spartans action, this time in Foundation League. My name is Grant CFO, and joining me in the booth is Captain at Soka. How are you doing?
I am doing absolutely fantastic, and it's great to be here again with you, my friend Grant, after we just seen an absolute basher of a first game. I cannot wait to get in the second. And guess what? We have the same two teams again, but this time in the Foundation League. We have the Spartans and we have the Jets, and it's going to be just as good as a match as the last one. I am hoping, and I hope everyone in chat is ready to see some more MLE 2v2 here tonight. Grant, let's see what else we got on the board for today.
Well, Captain, you gave me a darn near heart attack. Goodness gracious, I thought your internet lost itself again. We don't want that happening. But yes, you're right. We've got Spartans and Jets once again in Foundation League. And Spartans, they're out of playoffs. They're out of the race. They can't take the lead in their division. They actually, I think, are last in the division. But on the other side, Jets, they can make playoffs. If they had a 5-0 win and against a 5-0 win, an Express Series win versus Knights, then they will secure their division. However, going towards playoffs, a 5-0 win or a 4-1 win will 100% secure them to go into playoffs. So they're definitely looking to do that. And then Spartans, they just want to mess it up for them.
Yeah, and you can see right now, just going, looking how they stand in the division. We got the Jets that are number 1 in the Forge division, and then you have the Spartans who are number 4. So, just going off of that already, it's kind of looking in favor of the Jets, just from an outsider's perspective. But still, we've just seen, and we see all the time that anything can happen in these games, especially here at the MLE. So I'm not counting anybody out just yet, but let's take a look at some of these leaderboards that we have right here. We got Nate Dogg, 2407, going to be repping the Spartans tonight, and is number 2 for saves in the leaderboards. Number 2, just under it's Gogurts, just under it's Gogurts by 4 saves. So a pretty impressive defensive stat, and we're going to see that come out. And, just seeing the Spartans have a heavily, defensive player, even though we saw in the last match that the other Spartans from the other league were pretty heavy on the offense. So it's going to be interesting to see if there's a different play style for the Foundation League Spartans.
Yeah, definitely something to watch out for. If the Spartans play differently here, it could be a little shaky. We need to see aggression right out of the gates. And then the Spartans did well in Academy League as they came out with their own play style and showed it in the faces of the Jets. And that's how they were able to take game 1 and then bounce back after a game 2 loss and take the rest of the 3 games. If that's what the Spartans here can do in Foundation League, then they will face a lot of success. But in this league, we expect a lot more mechanical mistakes. We'll see how each team deals with it.
Yep, and here we go and underway. There's going to be 5 minutes on the clock as per usual here at the MLE, and we're going to get underway. Captain Kill is striking early, but not quite on target, and that is a missed opportunity already.
Yeah, Iguana and Captain were looking to get a goal early, but the shot accuracy, those mechanics we talked about, they just weren't there yet. Each of these teams probably still warming up to each other, but Iguana's got an opportunity now. Weak touch. Nate Dogg, strong one though, runs into Captain Killas. And this one already over and around. Nate Dogg puts it in front, but it's Gibby. Could not make it back in time.
Yeah, and I'm liking what I am liking what I'm seeing already, but at the same time, I know, I want to get hyped for what I'm seeing, but I can already tell that this is that game 1 scenario that we always see in every other game 1 game, is that, we're getting used to the plays, and already, hang on, I'm eating my words now because I am not used to that one just yet. A beautiful read coming off of Nate Dogg for Iguana Party, taking full advantage of that cross-goal touch coming off of Nate Dogg.
Well, you talk about the Jets and their pressure they've got early. They fired shots on target. It was only a matter of time before they actually came out with a goal from it. And then the matter of time, it happened, and they were able to strike from above, flying in just like their namesake states. But Captain Killas again over the head of Nate Dogg, who couldn't make the save, and it looks like the Jets are on fire.
From one captain to another, I have to say congratulations on that last shot, because I say this all the time, and especially when I'm playing ranked, any shot that is above 60 miles an hour is hard to defend, even if it's coming straight at your face, and that's exactly what Captain Kill has just executed there. Had a defender in the net sitting and waiting, being able to respond, but when you get that high pressure shot over 60 miles an hour, at least it's still hard to save even when you're sitting perfectly in front of it.
Yeah, absolutely, but they still can handle this well. Nate Dogg going back the other way, beat out Captain Killa's on the way there, and Spartans find themselves on the board for the first time this series.
And that was just a good classic fast break play. And we seen exactly what we're talking about. That the Spartans, with Nate Dogg being the top leader in saves, well, the number 2 spot in saves on the leaderboard, we're going to see some heavy defensive plays coming out from Nate Dogg. And that was a beautifully executed play. They sat back. They didn't overstep their bounds. They allowed their defense to become their offense. And they took advantage of the fast break.
Yeah, and here's Nate Dogg again moving downfield, but they run into Captain Killers along the way. They shut him down quick, though, and they're back into it. But they do get dunked over the top of It's Gibby, moves in, pushing it back to midfield and keeping Captain Killers out of their territory. Great job so far. But let's see if they can get another. They do. Low on boost. They'll need this boost grab, and they get it. Iguana waits up, pushed too far, but this could be a shot opportunity. Of course it is. I called it. They were pushed up too far, and that's a tie game the Spartans are able to make of this mistake.
Yeah, and it was just an awkward position for Iguana Party because you really have one or two choices. You either go for the touch or you don't. And honestly, in that scenario, if I was Iguana Party, I might have just let that one slow roll itself and give a better chance for Captain Killers to come from that far post and get the save, because Iguana Party was definitely out of position, and that touch just helped the offense maintain that pressure and get the goal. So in those type of scenarios, I think I would let the far post defender take the ball on that one.
Yeah, and we also talked about last series how the Spartans were able to hold their own and help each other out, be the backup plan, the exit route, the B plan, but this time It's Gibby could not provide that for their teammate, and the Jets will score.
That's the second time Captain Killer has caught a defender napping in the net a little bit, for lack of better words, but that's the second time it happened. Captain Killer had a defender sitting there and waiting patiently for the defense, just trying to get the save, and Captain Killer's like, fine, you can sit there, I'm going to take the shot. So at that point, you got to ask yourself, when do you stop sitting in the net, and when do you just try and attack the offense?
Yeah, it's just all about balance in the way you're able to play around the field, but Nate Dogg will try their hand at getting this ball out, but It's Gibby has a tough one to save from Captain Killers, who slaughters the net with a great shot.
I am calling all captains right now. Captain Killers is popping off with the hat trick. Way to make the captains look good out here, man. 2 goals now in favor of the Jets. They have the one they need for the lead and the insurance goal, and we're past halftime. It's looking pretty good for Captain Killers and the Jets.
Yeah, absolutely, but don't sleep on the Spartans yet. Nate Dogg, very mechanical and very fast. They can do things on offense when they get the chance, but they've got to race back and avoid this demo from Captain Killers. They do so, but no contact. There's It's Gibby being the bailout plan for the Spartans and their teammate, but miscommunication could cost them. Off the pass from Iguana to Captain Killers, off the crossbar and down. Nate Dogg couldn't save it, and Iguana Party picks up their second goal of the game.
And you know what they say, some of the best shots come off of missed shots. Some of the best passing, my bad, I correct myself. Some of the best pass plays come from missed shots. And that's what it was. We saw Captain Killers go up for that shot, ding the crossbar there, and it dropped down, leaving a pretty decent shot for Iguana Party to put that one in back of the net.
Yeah, but there's a demo from It's Gibby opening things up for the Spartans, but they get another one, and it's all in the control for Gibby and Nate, but they will have to clear this one out. They do so successfully. It's Gibby can't receive this pass. Instead, Nate Dogg moves down the field, and It's Gibby pops it up high for a moment. Jets look to move in, but it's a pass backwards. Captain Killers can finally make something of this ball in their own half. Avoids the demo from Gibby, but it is a calculated back pass, we'll call it, from the Spartans now to the back wall. Down dangerous for Iguana Party, missed touch, and that's an opportunity that goes right by the face of the Jets. But at this point of the game, I'm not sure if they need it, especially after this shot from Captain. It's blocked from Nate Dogg.
One thing I'm not seeing come from the Spartans right now is a lot of ball control. They just seem to be kind of driving around, definitely going for demos and bump plays, but they need to start having more focus on the ball. It just seems like they're going for it and then just kind of giving it away. They're not really calculating any plays, or rather they're not controlling the direction of which the ball is going. It just seems to me they're kind of hitting it around.
Oh, what a save from Nate Dogg, though, and It's Gibby getting one credited to each player for the Spartans. And my goodness, 30 seconds. The Jets still hanging on though. And Spartans, they want to get this goal now. Double commit though, leaves the net open. Why did Iguana put that one back? They could have secured themselves an extra insurance goal, increase their goal differential, get their stats. What player doesn't love stats? But they pass it back. It works out anyway. It's got to be a huge issue that we're just not seeing in the Spartans.
I was about to say, I don't think Captain Kill is worried about padding the stats right now. He's been padding the stats like an extra thick layer jacket coming from JCPenney in the middle of Thanksgiving, Black Friday weekend. So it's really nice to see how much padding of the stats that they're actually doing, but I want to see some more coming from the Spartans. I want to see, something going the other way. And, I always root for the underdog, and you don't get me wrong, I'm loving Captain Killers because captains got to show support for other captains, but I want to see some more come from the Spartans in game number 2. And maybe now that we're warmed up just a tidbit and we got to see what the Jets can do, maybe now the Spartans can mass a counterattack.
Maybe, but hold on. What did you get from JCPenney? You sounded like you were speaking from the heart there, Captain. Is there something you got? What?
We're talking about padding the stats. I said that Captain Killers was padding the stats like an extra thick padded jacket from JCPenney bought on Black Friday weekend. That's what I said. That's an extra thick padded jacket, and those are extra thick padded stats.
Well,
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. I just had to clarify, I guess, but the shooting accuracy looks impeccable from the Jets. They're able to put on pressure, and when they do so, the shots go in. They turn them into goals, and that's how they win the game. It's just the basics of Rocket League. The more goals you score against your opponent, the more you're going to win, and that's what they've done here. But they do it so convincingly, and we got to take a look more at the Spartans and their defense. It seems like they get caught off guard a lot, and whether that's a push into offense, and the Jets, they get a clear that they're not expecting. They might be too far pushed up or spend too much time in their own half. We saw it on the stats in the last game and in this game, or in last series, but this game specifically with Foundation League Spartans, they spent 4 saves and literally none from the Jets. So we could see patterns surfacing from last series.
And it's really just opposite patterns, because in the previous league, it was the Spartans that were popping off with the shots, and it was the Jets that were being maintained in the defense, having to play defense for the entire game. Like in that one, the previous game, it was the Jets that had recovered 4 saves. It was the Spartans that recovered the 4 saves, and they only took 3 shots. But out of those 3 shots they scored 2, and now Captain Killers has scored yet another one.
Yeah, and here it is. It's Gibby finds himself backwards, and Nate Dogg catches it around in front of Gibby. They go on a just not so wide rotation, and that's what cost them. They followed the play back instead of rotating wide, and that's what will let a goal from Captain roll in. However, Gibby has moved upfield. They get the ball over to the top from Iguana. Nate Dogg back in off the back wall. Captain Killer's down to Gibby. It's blocked, but right into the face of Iguana. Good wide rotations from Nate Dogg in the meantime, but Captain Killer takes him out of the play. It's Gibby from the back wall. No contact net, still dangerous in front of net, but it's out and over for the Spartans.
Yeah, the Spartans need to maintain ball control, and they need to be more direct with their pass plays, if we can even find any, because I don't think I've seen a pass play come out from them yet, so they need to have more control of the ball. And for the love of everything that is the Spartan offense, start controlling that midfield, because that's where the Jets are beating you right now. They are controlling and dominating the midfield, keeping you in your half, so start taking back the pressure that's in the midfield.
Well, Nate Dogg tried off of a pinch there to do just that off the corner, but another shot in. It's lucky this time around. It goes off the post, but Nate Dogg taken out. Gibby with a whiff. Iguana, maybe some fakes? No. Nobody home either from Captain Killers to score, but they take it up, wasting a lot of boost all along the way. But Iguana, another shot goes wide to the right side, and they will try to move back in. Nate Dogg, they wound themselves up for that one, and they've got control once again in the Jets half, but the 50 doesn't go in their favor. Captain Killers back into Spartan territory once again now. Waits for this, and it's pinched out by Nate Dogg. It's just a fight between those two players. We don't see too much of It's Gibby, and that could be a problem. There's not much participation from the Spartans in the way we need to see it.
Yeah, and that just goes with practice. Like, you really have to practice with your teammates, and you need to be running those drills and running those training packs, and most importantly, you have to be doing it together. You have to be running the same routines and the same drills, and you have to be able to practice together, so that way it becomes more of an instinct when you put it into practice in these leagues or in tournaments or any type of competitive situation. So that way when the time comes, you don't even have to think about it. You just do it. You're just clicking with your team. When you have that team chemistry, it's not something you put too much thought into. You just know, and you have that trust, and that's something that we need to see come from the Spartans, and I think they can deliver it. We're still early in the series, and there's still time for them to prove themselves.
Well, unfortunately, it's an own goal from the Spartans, but Iguana took it up. It bounced a little weirdly. I'm not sure what Nate Dogg was trying to accomplish. Maybe they thought Iguana was going to go for another touch, but that's unlucky, and we hope tilt factor doesn't start to settle in and mess up this game even further for the Spartans.
I really hope not, because when it comes to like these types of competitions and leagues, the last thing that you want to have is tilt, because one, it's just not a good look. Two, it's not going to help your cause at all. So I don't think that's going to be too much of a factor. I think that Nate Dogg and Gibby are going to be able to compose themselves when it comes as far as a tilt factor. But I do have to say that it's just the absolute pop-off that's coming from the Jets right now. That offensive presence is just something to be desired when you're on the Spartan side. And finally, we get something from Nate Dogg as they finally get a goal on the board. We have a pulse and a sign of life.
Absolutely, a sign of life is just right. Iguana's found out spinning somehow. But the goal goes in, and Spartans will take the misplay from the Jets and take a goal along the way. 2 minutes to go. We'll see if they can make it up off this shot from Iguana. It's Gibby has a tough one to save. Captain Killa's not the best bounce, but it does allow Nate Dogg some time to move up and maybe cut off Captain once again, but they've already left possession. Spartans find themselves clumped up, and it's Nate Dogg making the push again. It's Gibby doesn't want to get involved, and Captain faked out their teammate. Now it may be a possible 2v1 for the Spartans. It's an unlucky touch, though, and that idea was shut down immediately.
Yeah, on that last play, the pass was so good from Captain Kill as he got past the opposition and his own teammate on that play. Iguana Party just flew by that one, unfortunate. But they still got more opportunities, and the Spartans have more opportunities. Now that they know that they can score against the Jets, they just have to keep that momentum going and build on it. And this is a beautiful midfield pass opportunity, and that opportunity flies right on by, just like It's Gibby flew by that pass. Unfortunate. Flips bad, man.
It was such a good play, though. I cannot believe that one went by them, but Nate Dogg has a shot. They make up for it, and now we get our tie game that we thought we'd see earlier.
Yeah, Nate Dogg can spit hot fire, but Nate Dogg is also shooting hot fire. That is 2 goals for Nate Dogg, shooting 2 for 2 at 100%, and with a savior medal on the board, Nate Dogg is on both sides of the field holding it down.
And I mean, rightfully so. It's Gibby, like we talked about, not getting too involved on defense especially. And it's just Nate Dogg fighting with Captain and occasionally Iguana. It's an unbalanced team play, and like we say it, there's Nate Dogg again. Picks up the hat trick, and that's still 100% shooting accuracy.
That's just insane. And thank the Rocket League gods for my OCD right now. When you look at Nate Dogg, has 3 goals, 3 saves, 3 shots, 3s across the board, and 3. Just a beautiful thing to see, and 3 goals on the board is just so nice when you see it all lined up like that. But now the game is still not over. A 1-goal deficit is more than probable when you're looking at 30 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, but, for OCD's sake, now we just want to see Nate Dogg start to get It's Gibby involved, but they will almost do so off the shot. It's Gibby gets blocked and just stopped by Captain Killis. Iguana Party takes it out and gets a shot on target. Tie game with 11 seconds to go. Jets get it done.
Yep, now here comes Iguana Party showing out now. It's not just Captain Killers you have to look out for. The Iguana can play too, and that was a beautiful play indeed. Nice, good read off the sidewalls. Notice that nobody was home in the backfield for the Spartans. Nobody was back at the fort holding it down. Saw an open net opportunity and took it. Good job, Iguana Party.
Oh, excuse me, had to yawn there, but yes, great job by Iguana, and all the fortress holding was done. However, this ball's still up in the air. Iguana Party to the back wall. Could be an opportunity for Captain Killas, but it goes wall, ceiling, and down. We've got overtime.
And just like that, overtime already. Anytime you see an overtime game, you already know that it's just really just like a signal that how evenly matched these two teams are. Granted that the Spartans won, not the Spartans, I'm sorry, but the Jets were showing a dominating force, and they are now, as Captain Killers is going to get the go-ahead goal and the win here in overtime.
Look at this, the pass from Iguana. Nate Dogg thought they had a touch, but they needed to buy time for It's Gibby, and we've talked about It's Gibby not getting involved, but it could just be a result of a little bit of inexperience, and I don't like to ever, seem like I'm coming down on any players, but, It's Gibby. We just don't see a lot of them. Look at the scoreboard, for example. Points don't really matter, but when it's a 700-point spread and it looks that empty on your side, there's something wrong.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. We've seen Nate Dogg clearly pop off again. The three. Thank you for OCD. But we gotta give a shout out to the Jets, though. We can't take anything away from the Jets. They played phenomenally. And again, just code into my ACD. Let's see how perfect. Let's see how perfect the team play came from the Jets. 2 goals for both Iguana Party and Captain Killers. 2 assists for both Iguana Party and Captain Killers, and a save apiece for Iguana Party and Captain Killers. The only thing that's off was the shots, and had it been that perfect, I would have been in OCD overload. So I'm kind of glad we didn't get the perfection. But beautiful to see just a complete 50-50 split of work and teamwork coming from the Jets, and that deserves some applause.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get some applauses here and applauses in the chat. Great job, Jets. Just able to drill it home in overtime and get up another game victory. But we do have to move on and see how these teams are able to fare against each other as we continue down. Spartans, get Gibby involved. That's all I have to say. Nate Dogg can't just try to carry their teammate, especially not down low. I don't think the salary spread is big enough to where Nate Dogg can take charge and let Gibby just be told how to play the game. Let Gibby make those decisions on their own. And if you're going to tell them how to play, say, hey, you go here, I go there, and train them up a bit if that is the case.
Yeah, and just then it would look like It's Gibby had a misread going off the backboard. And I even said in the beginning, I'm for Team Gibby. Like, I want to see Gibby pop off just because I love the name Gibby. I think it's fun. It's a fun name to say, and it's a fun name to commentate for. So I'm still Team Gibby. Now, I'm not sleeping on Gibby yet. We still got time for Gibby to show out. So let's see something happen. And it may be, I guess Nate Dogg, I'm not saying that Nate Dogg's not doing what Nate Dogg needs to do, but maybe try giving the ball more to Gibby. Like, get them involved a little bit. Maybe if Gibby gets some more, playing time with the ball, maybe something will happen. I don't know.
Well, check it out after that save from Nate Dogg. It's Gibby on the way down to recover, but Nate Dogg, open that opportunity, misses them by. They try to get the read, but it's off to the other post and out. It's Gibby, though. Tries to carry it for their own here. Iguana Party, great clear downfield. Maybe it's just a mechanical lacking from It's Gibby. Iguana Party had a very, very convincing clear off of that one, and Jets look strong moving into offensive territory.
There you go. That was actually a good read from Gibby. It looked like Team Gibby over there, or It's Gibby, was looking to pass to Nate Dogg, but caught Nate Dogg back in some defensive rotation. So might have been just some miscommunication there. And that's something that can be worked upon, easily. You just need to talk a little bit more in chat. You need to say, oh, I'm here, I'm there, ball here, ball there. Communicate a little bit more. And on plays like that, if you're communicating, It's Gibby scores that 10 times out of 10.
I like that little poem you dropped in there, but we gotta look at Gibby trying to get involved more. Now it's Nate Dogg finding themselves on the back post and now dead as Captain Killers came in for that, but Iguana Party couldn't make anything of it. They try a shot back the other way. Iguana gets dunked by Nate. They never see the end of it. They've just got to find the shot on target. They do. Spartans come out strong.
And just a shout out to Nate Dogg here, because trust me, this happens all the time in rank. When you see you have an open net and you see it perfectly lined up and you're just thinking in your mind, don't mess this up, don't mess this up, don't mess this up. So I applaud Nate Dogg for keeping composure even when presented with the wide open net, just lining up that perfectly to make sure that that ball goes in. Well done, Nate Dogg.
Yeah, well-maintained mentality. This could be the chance for Gibby, but it goes to the left side, and I don't think Captain got a piece of it. It was an orange streaming ball, but Nate Dogg passed to Gibby, shot blocked by Captain Killers, and they kill the dreams of Gibby. They just want to go give it to him, but this is so much more competitive than it may seem. Jets still taking it to the Spartans, but however, the Spartans do have the lead here just by 1 goal. They have to hold on. Miss from Gibby, though. Nate Dogg makes the stop. Slow in front of net now. Gibby also has whipped. It's the same situation we've seen before. Rule 1's all around, but nobody locks it up all the way. And lucky for the Spartans, they can keep the ball in the midfield and try to get a new strategy going.
I'm not sure if that was just confusion or just pure tactical whiffs coming from all sides of the ball, but it's going to be taken advantage here by Captain Killers, as a good read off the ball is looking more in favor of the Jets.
Oh, it's unfortunate, but the Jets have another shot. Gibby finding themselves a little awkward. Iguana Party up to the corner. It's Gibby. Look to send it in all the way. Captain Killer's shot. I think that's about as close as you can get to the post without it going anywhere and just out. But they do keep the pressure going like we talked about earlier. Specifically, you pointed out the Jets are able to hold down the midfield, and they've got those solid clears. That's another thing we touched on is mechanics. You have to have the power shots in your arsenal. You have to be able to hit the ball as hard as you can in any given direction. Captain, though, with some fakes, look to grab an ace up their sleeve, but Gibby gets the clear, and it's out for now for the Spartans.
Yeah, and now, but if you're the Spartans, you got to keep in mind, you still got that 1-goal lead. Hold on, Castor's Curse, my bad. It happened to me right as I was saying it. I know, my bad. Flame me in the chat. I'm sorry, Castor's Curse, right as I said it. Iguana Party, putting this one away. Well done. With all this talk about elections going on, let's not forget about the Iguana Party that is present here today. Well done. Tying the game up at 1.
Legendary puns from yours truly, Captain Atsoka. Applause. Sarcastic applause, but applause all around from me. However, Iguana Party looks to do the same thing. Didn't get the dribble flick. This shot goes wide for Captain, and Nate Dogg has a chance downfield to get them back in the lead. They do it with 46 left on the clock. Let's go, Spartans.
Yeah, even in that scenario, you have got to make those shots. Even if you have to take your time, just a little bit more time, that extra second to make sure the shot is on target, you just have to do it. You don't want to rush the shot and miss, because then, you know, it's just going to leave an opportunity, especially in 2v2s, to be taken advantage upon, and it can lead to a goal for the other team.
Man.
But luckily, Iguana Party is there again to tie it up.
Man, that's just unfortunate to watch. Gibby had no momentum in the net, and it was all up to them, and it just went right in front of them. They didn't even try to really predict the shot that was rolling in from the Jets, and it just could have been so much simpler for the Spartans, but they will fall down. Now Nate Dogg moves upfield. We've seen them go all the way before. Can they do it here? Iguana Party will shut that down and move it out to the mid lines. It's Gibby, though. Waits on this touch from Captain. They pushed themselves out too far. Nate Dogg avoids the demo in the background, but Captain Killers up for this one. Dunk and a demo from Nate Dogg, though. Iguana Party, this time Gibby gets the save, and Captain Killers has to ditch the boost. I don't know if the Spartans know, but they could have capitalized a little sooner. Nate Dogg waited back, playing the passive game, seconds to go. Captain Killers has one more opportunity. It could be sealing it down. It's not. It hits the floor, and we have overtime.
Here we go again, some more OT. And you know, we saw in the other league that the Spartans were really good in OT, so I want to see how these Spartans here in the Foundation League are going to react being in OT and having their backs against the wall. Man. But unfortunately, 12 seconds in for the Spartans is going to be all that it takes for the Jets to get the dub here in OT with a beautiful passing play, and Captain Killers killing the defender on that dunk there. Well done. They get the dub here. We're going for a win for the Jets.
Oh yeah, and it's the same way the last game ended, in overtime. It's the pass from Iguana Party over to Captain Killers, and they get an assist for it. And look at the pressure once more from Jets. If you look down below, you'll see 11 shots to 5. And then we look at the saves. This time Spartans, though, they got out of their own half. It was just a matter of, can they get shots on target to the net? They can be in the half of Jets as long as they want, but if there's no ball rolling towards net, there's no pressure, there's no goals, and therefore there is no win.
Yeah, and really, we did see a massive improvement from the Spartans in that game, because like you were saying, that, you know, they actually got out of their own half a little bit. They were able to take the ball to the Jets and make them play defense, and Captain Killers had to recover 2 saves because of it. But this time, you know, it really was about the numbers, and the Jets just had way too many shots and they had way too much pressure. And by the time they reached overtime, it just seemed like the Spartans might have been tired just from regular game time. And you know, you get to OT and they just unrelenting with the offense and the shots, and the Spartans just, you know, they couldn't handle it. They got too tired.
Yeah, definitely worn out after just so many shots coming in from the Jets. We talked about it earlier. Pressure, it builds. And it builds, and eventually it all bursts. It comes crumbling down. The Jets know this. They hold down the midfield unlike anybody else, and they keep so much offense onto the Spartans, and is what has led to their success. Another shot, just 8 seconds into the game. Captain Killer's coming out strong. Iguana Party will want to make this a big clear to continue that pressure as quick as possible, but Captain will take it for their own. Around Nate Dogg, gets the flick over and the bump. Can Nate Dogg wrap around to save it? They do, and Iguana couldn't find the makeup shot. It's over to the right side now for Nate Dogg and the Spartans.
I'm not sure if Iguana Party just had the absolute trust in Captain Killers to finish that one out or not, but it looked like Iguana Party just went way too far up on that one, because had Iguana Party just waited a little bit, maybe the defender would have hit it to a spot where Iguana Party could have had the putback and could have had the goal, but Iguana Party was just right there after the defender hit it, and Iguana Party makes up for it anyway by not even waiting for the defender to make a move. Just puts this one right in off the pass from Captain Killer, and in that top upper 90 there, that's hard for any defender to save.
Yeah, but Gibby just kind of had their boost key glued to their controller there. It just didn't look convincing, but yeah, it is a tough save regardless. Now a miscommunication. Gibby goes for the double boost steal, didn't even leave any for Nate Dogg, and now they could suffer the consequences off the back wall. Iguana Party puts it in upper 90, and it's a 2-goal lead for the Jets.
Yeah, and this is just awkward for Nate Dogg. Nate Dogg's first mistake was turning around. If anything in that situation, hit reverse and back up. Don't turn yourself all the way around, because now you're out of position and you're in an awkward position. You were already in an awkward position, but turning yourself around just doubled down on the bad position you were already in.
Yeah, well, Captain Killers kind of sacrificed their positioning as well on offense, trying to get a demo onto Nate Dogg, but Iguana Party does hold down the fort for the Jets, and that's what we talked about. That mutual support on defense is so crucial. If you're able to back up your teammate, they're going to appreciate you, and they're going to feel more comfortable playing, and that is what Jets have done very well here. But Captain Killers looks to get a fake out off the inside, and it's blocked by Nate Dogg. Iguana pushed up just a smidge too far, and they will get a pinch, though. It's Gibby, almost found a shot, and Captain Killers moves up the left side with all the space and time in the world, but they don't have much control over it. Dunked by Nate Dogg and back the other way.
I gotta say, I've seen a lot of dribbling from Captain Killers, but hang on, it's Gibby finally shows up. We have a goal. We have a goal on the board for Team Gibby.
Let's go, Gibby. This is what we wanted to see. Bottom corner. And it's the first goal that the Spartans get this game. So big props. Gibby is in the game, and we all love to see it.
You think it was the Batmobile car change that had to play a role into that one for Team Gibby?
Maybe. It's a possibility. It is absolutely a possibility.
Yeah, Captain Killers. Now, no dribbling from Captain Killers. That one was going straight off the ceiling. Now, Iguana Party off target. And I gotta say, I'm seeing Captain Killers doing a lot of dribbling. So that just makes me think that Captain Killers has been working on that in free play, dribbling the ball around, practicing, going off of probably some mentoring maybe from an outside influence, because Captain Killers has just been going for dribble after dribble. Some of it paying off, some of it not, but still not giving up on those mechanics.
No, not at all, but here's Nate Dogg sending it back the other way. Captain Killers waits for the touch. They will take to the back wall to get it done, but they leave it out just behind them. Pass back to Iguana Party. That's smart, and they make up for it, forcing Nate Dogg to back off here, but they catch it on the other side. Iguana Party back in. We've seen this pass play work so many times, but this time Captain sends it high. Iguana gets dunked and 50 beat, and Captain Killers now tripped up by Nate Dogg. Could be a little dangerous. Iguana, though, takes out Captain and gets a touch on the ball. The pull shot works out, and there it is. Spartans, they just don't want to put any pressure on the Jets when they need to. It's too passive. They've got to make a switch, send somebody forward, get the comms flowing, say, hey, I'm going here, you stay back. And be like, okay, touch comes out. Now it's my turn. Okay, I'm going. You have to communicate.
Yeah, I'm seeing a huge lack of communication. Even when they're playing defense in the net, they're bumping into each other, they're hitting each other. I don't know what's going on, if they're not paying attention or if they're just not using comms at all. What could even be a communications technical issue. Maybe somebody's not in Discord, maybe their mic's not working, maybe somebody's muted by accident, but whatever it is, they need to fix it because the Jets have just been almost unstoppable so far in this series. So they need to figure out what they're gonna do to stop plays like this. Iguana Party yet again putting another goal on the board, and that is a hat trick for Iguana Party.
Well, it comes from this. That should have been Gibby's ball. Nate needed to wait back on the back post, and instead they push up, and it's a double commit by result. Jets will continue to build upon their lead with a minute and some change to go.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not, I don't want to use the word irritating because it's not irritating, I'm not the one playing, but it's just kind of painful to see how much time the Spartans are spending in their own net and spending in their own half. There's so many times where I saw the ball go into Jets territory and there wasn't a Spartan there to follow the ball into the Jets territory. They just put the ball over there and stayed on their own half. I want to see them more involved on the other side of the field. Get into the Jets territory, get in their face, and make them, make a move.
Absolutely, but it's Gibby trying to do that, but they lose control early. Maybe that car switch can make them feel a little uncomfortable. They do have the only goal, though, for Spartans, so I don't think that's quite in the picture anymore. But Captain Killas, at least on my screen, I think I've disconnected a little bit. It's a bunch of server issues. I'm not sure if the stream caught that or if you did, Captain, but...
I know, I caught it. Trust me, I caught it. Like a fresh case of the cold, I caught it.
Okay, well, we're good now, and it totally screwed up an opportunity for the Spartans, but they have one more. That one hit with absolute weakness, and it dies. I feel like they got robbed by the server issue there.
I wouldn't even necessarily call that a robbery, so to speak, just because, they had the 2-goal lead, so they had the goal plus the insurance. So, I mean, I don't know if it was necessarily a rob per se, but, an opportunity maybe robbed an opportunity. I will agree to that, but still an outstanding performance once again by the Jets. Just look at the absolute offensive prowess that's coming from the Jets right now. That is 11 shots. That's too much ball possession. You're giving them too much time to work. There's no reason they should be coming down with 11 shots. But at the same time, you got to give them credit for maintaining that control. The dribbles we've seen from Captain Killers showing that huge amount of control, and then Iguana Party just pop it off with the shots, not even taking a whole lot, but just taking smart, decisive shots. 4 shots for Iguana Party and 3 goals. That is a very high shot percentage, and again, well done to Iguana Party.
Yeah, well done, absolutely. But if we take a look, we don't want to see so many saves on the sides of the Spartans. They have 5 against Jets 2. They're spending so much time on their half, and I can't say it enough. I wish, Gibby, you could hear me. Get involved. You gotta get involved. You have to touch the ball and smack it away. Help out Nate Dogg. They can't do it all on their own. A 1v2 is an incredibly difficult situation to be in. You guys spend so much time on your own half, and you play so passively, and you just let the Jets do it to you. Don't let them do it to you.
Yeah, get a little bit mean. And notice that on the Jet side, they are bringing out the demos. They're no shy for the demos of bump plays, but I have seen nearly none come from the Spartans. But with that being said, I do have to give Gibby a little bit of credit for recovering a goal in that last game in the Batmobile. Now switch back to the Octane, but still was able to recover what I'm pretty sure was their only goal last game.
It was indeed. However, Iguana down to Nate Dogg, and it's blocked to the left side. Captain... Once again, here's what we're talking about. Way too much space for Captain to do whatever they want, and they flick it in, no problem, onto the Spartans.
And I know exactly what Captain's going on around. I don't know if it's just because Captain the Captain mind meld that we're just vibing right now. I know exactly what's going on with Captain. Captain has been working his butt off for those type of plays. The dribbling, he's been doing the dribbling all night, has not faltered, has not even tried to not dribble. Like, the opponents know that he's gonna come in with the dribbles, and he's challenging them to stop him, and sometimes they have, but it's just getting better and better as it goes on, and Captain just did the solo dribble there, but unfortunately, it was the wrong way, and Nate Dogg was able to capitalize, and now we are even just under 4 minutes and 30.
Well, Iguana was on their way back. Captain was confident they could get the clear, but it just wasn't enough, and Iguana got beat to the ball. It's a pretty much open net for the Spartans to score on. We have a tie game. It's Gibby, waits back along the back wall. Now it dunked over the top of, just like that, Iguana puts the Jets back in the lead.
Yeah, that was just, honestly, you're just taking advantage of a pretty good kickoff coming off of Captain Killers on that one. Iguana Party, seen that unfold. At first, I thought that ball was going in off the kickoff, and it just niched the sidebar, catching the defender just kind of for surprise, because I'm pretty sure the defender was setting up for a save because it looked like it was going in, but Iguana Party was there just to make sure that that one went in no matter what.
Oh,
and
no.
Iguana Party again, from the same part of the field, gets another goal.
There's not much to say other than that backflip right there from It's Gibby. You hate to see it, but Jets take those. We're not even a minute into the game, and Jets have already pulled out 3 goals to the Spartans 1.
And still, just to say, that's 4 goals scored in less than a minute. No matter which way you cut it, that's a high-scoring game, be it for the Jets or the Spartans. At least the Spartans were able to recover 1 in a minute, which is still, something to be commended. So it's not over yet. And, the 2-goal lead is definitely, something to come back from. I mean, it is an insurance goal, but I think the Spartans still have a little bit to work with.
Yeah, just a little though. Iguana gets the flick, a double commit, and a flick almost to own goal for the Spartans. Captain Killers gets dunked by Nate Dogg, who's got it the other way. No boost to work with. Iguana swoops back around to save it, and they will get a credit for it. Now Iguana backwards though. Captain Killers has to make up for it, but they know that Gibby's there for a passing play for Nate Dogg, who didn't even think about going for it. Now they could get dribbled by Captain. They don't though. It's back the other way. Nate Dogg carrying it out now into Iguana Party, who's dunked it over the top. Captain Killers waiting upfield. Oh no, again, Gibby. Oh, my heart is broken into pieces, and it's all because of the Jets here.
I'm sorry, Team Gibby. There's really not much to say. It flips bad, man. It hurts. You hate to see it, but it's just so difficult. But Gibby, I really think you need to take your time a little bit more. You had time to work with. I know when you see an opponent coming in for the shot, you want to do everything you can to get there quickly to make sure they don't get the shot. But don't be afraid to take your time, because it's better to take your time and barely get a touch on it than to rush it and miss it completely.
Man, I'm just calling for a moment of silence here, but there is no time with the way the Jets are playing right now. Now 4 goals in the lead, and only 2 minutes gone by. We're not even to halftime. The game's not even half over. And Captain Killers, though, gets a convincing save out of this one, but Jets are running away with the series.
Yeah, the Spartans right now are having a clear case of the quicksand. And when we talk about quicksand, when it comes to any type of sport, this can be esports, physical sports, football, basketball, Rocket League, doesn't matter. Quicksand is when you make one mistake, and then you make another, and then you make another, and then you make another, and it just keeps going on in that effect until you're completely sunk. And I've seen it happen in Rocket League more than some sports.
Well, here is the positive news, though. Hang on. Before I get there, Captain, can you confirm which game this is for me? Because I have the memory of a goldfish.
Unfortunately, I think we're goldfish swimming in the same bowl, because I went around about 3-4 times and I do not remember what game this is.
I feel like this is game 4 or game 5. Regardless, Jets are going to secure a playoff spot. That's incredible. That's just an amazing achievement, first of all, to be so far out and get such a strong and convincing win like this. Now you're moving to playoffs. I think that's a big poggers all day long.
I couldn't agree more. And like I was saying, I noticed watching Captain Killers, also coming from Iguana Party too. Iguana Party definitely killing it with the shots and the accuracy. 4-3 for the shots and goal differential for Iguana Party last game. And then Captain Killers with the dribbling and control of the midfield and just dribbling alone. You can tell that these two have practiced.
Well, so have the Spartans now. They warm back up into it. Gibby, a high pass out to their teammate Nate Dogg, throws it in off the pretty much double commit. We talk about jumps being a commit or just a decision overall. Jets, they do just that, and they both commit for a ball that nobody was able to get to, but great job from Nate Dogg to finish that one out. And now Gibby getting involved. Could we see more of that in these last minutes and final seconds, or will Jets just take this victory?
I mean, that's just something that we need to see. We do need to see Gibby get more involved. Like, we see Gibby going back and back and back and back in this corner, just circling around, going for the same challenge over and over and over again. But at one point, Gibby needs to start to rotate around and give room for Nate Dogg to get into that challenge and, challenge in the corner. Like, don't just keep circling back and back and back around. Give your teammates some time to work too.
But look at how physical the Jets are getting. They are shaving time off the clock in the Spartans half, bumping them, taking them out, shutting down their opportunities, and maintaining offensive pressure. Now, however, they are back the other way on their own half, but there's no doubt in my mind they're going to be able to turn this around pretty quickly, especially with the power shots consistency we've been seeing from Iguana Party. But Nate Dogg gets one of their own, dropped down to Gibby, blocked by Captain and Nate. It goes off their car. They've got to retreat here as the Jets push down Demo. The physical plays come out, and it will be a secured game for the Jets with 15 seconds to go. They want one more though, but so does Gibby off the back tail end of Captain Killas. There's just bump play after bump play. They're just bullying. It's intentional at this point and it's repetitive. I'm calling the principal.
Sorry, Jets, Iguana Party, and Captain Killer, can you please come down to the office because you just got yourself another win. Well done for the Jets, and would you look at that? I love seeing when players are able to get the Playmaker medal, and kudos to Captain Killers. Also with a nice little swish and flip Wingardium Leviosa shot you got earlier with the 1 goal, and also Iguana Party once again showing up with the shot percentile. 4 goals from only 6 shots. Beautiful amount of shot accuracy and shot placement. Well done. And on the other side, we're looking at the Spartans. And, it wasn't bad to see from the Spartans. Gibby did get an assist on that play, so contributed to the offense getting the 2 goals that they had. But what I'm seeing overall from my analysis, just looking at the 2 teams, the difference maker for me was practice. I think I saw a lot more practice showing out from the Jets, not only on their own mechanical prowess, but they practiced together, and I don't think I saw that showing for the Spartans.
Yeah, we definitely didn't see any of it, but Jets get a 5-0, and like I said earlier, regardless of what happens, they've already secured a playoff spot because they were running away. If it was game 4, they had secured that 4-1, but good job to the Jets all around. That will conclude our series. Hopefully, we can get some more bouncing back from the Spartans next week, but that's us saying goodbye for now. Me, Grant CFO, and my partner, Captain Atsoka. We would love to see you again soon, and I think we're throwing it to the mainstream, but if not, goodbye and have yourselves a wonderful evening.